Finally, let's talk about using social media competently. One of the first things that we can do in order to be more competent in our online communication is to control the information that we have the ability to control. Some of the information that is posted about us online is under our control, like the pictures that we post and the status updates, but some of it isn't, like the stuff that we are tagged in. So we want to control the information that we can so that we can control a little bit better the impressions that other people form based on the information that is out there. In addition, we should try to be consistent with the information that we put out on social media. Given that most people have multiple social media accounts, it's important for us to have some degree of consistency across those accounts so that they don't see one version of ourselves on Instagram and a completely different version on Facebook. Additionally, it's important for us to know what is out there about us. So it might sound a little bit weird, but you should Google yourself and on incognito mode so that you can see what other people will likely see if they were to Google you. So you should be monitoring how your top Google search results appear to others. Because, for example, when you are applying for jobs, it's likely that the recruiters are going to be Googling your name and seeing what information there is out there about you. So I highly suggest putting your browser on incognito or private mode and typing in your name and see what pops up. You might be surprised. In addition, we should think before we post. Because once we post something, it's out there, even if we delete it. People can take screenshots or download videos and basically just create records of what we post. So even though we can go through and clean things up and delete things, it's often better to just not put it out there in the first place, lest a potential employer find it. It's also really important for us to be familiar with the privacy settings on these various social media platforms. So we have to figure out to what degree we want to lock down our information. And finally, we want to be a gatekeeper for our network. So I highly recommend that you don't accept random friend requests or followers from people that you do not know. Because remember that if they are friends with you, if they follow you, they can see everything that you post. And if you accept people that you don't know, then you don't know who is following you. And people are going to form impressions based on those with whom we are connected. So if we are friends with someone or if someone follows us whose beliefs are antithetical to our own, that might form an impression in someone else's head about who we actually are because we are friends with this person or we are followed by this person who has these really radical beliefs. So be that gatekeeper for yourself. Don't accept random friend requests. Only let them follow you if you know who they are. So really, when it comes to using social media competently, it's all about just thinking before we act, thinking before we post, thinking before we friend, and making sure that we are only putting the best versions of ourselves out there on the permanent internet.